What would you do if you already manifested your desire? I want to find out from you right now. What would you do if you already manifested your desire? Let me know in the comments below. What would you do? So, for example, your desire is to manifest your dream home, right? What will you do now that you've already manifested your dream home? What would you do? Would you throw a nice housewarming party? Would you go and introduce yourself to your neighbors? Would you take some pics and post it on social media? Would you express your gratitude for your dream home? What would you do if you already manifested your desire? So whatever you've commented or shared, this is what you have to do in your imagination. You see, your imagination is the real reality. So everything that you have right now in the physical, in the 3D reality, was first in your imagination. You've then accepted it as a done deal, whether it's knowing or unknowingly, and then it showed up in your 3D, which we call a manifestation. So now, in order for you to actually see your desire show up in your 3D, all that you have to do is just do the things that you would do after you've manifested your desire in the 3D. Now, let me give you an example. So when I manifested my wife, I was very clear. I told myself, I want to have a blissful marriage. So I accepted that I was the blissfully married man. Now, by me accepting that I am the blissfully married man, it implies that my wife is blissful and our marriage is blissful as well. So I've accepted that that was my new state or identity, right? And for 3.5 months, I would basically just tell myself it's already a done deal. Sometimes, obviously, the 3D was like, no, you're not. And my mind would like, no, you're not. But that's where you, as the God self, have to come in and say, no, it's already a done deal. All you have to do is just say, it's done. It's a done deal. And your old self concept is going to get the message, and he's gonna, well, okay, Gabriel is certain. He has now accepted that he is blissfully married. And now the more you actually do that, the easier it's going to become. And the next thing you know, you've now embodied your new state. You now think as the blissfully married man. You now feel as the blissfully married man. You now act like the blissfully married man. Let me give you an example. So when I was still manifesting my wife, i.e. blissful marriage, I would go just go for a nice stroll on the beach, and then my desire would come to my imagination, and that's when I fulfilled myself. So how I fulfilled myself is just by seeing in my imagination that my wife was actually next to me, and I would just see that we're holding hands, and I kissed her. I'm like, wow, isn't it a beautiful sunset? Look at this, in my imagination. And when I do that, I would feel so fulfilled. I was like, yes, it is a done deal. And sometimes I would go for hikes on my own, and then my desire would come to my mind, and that's the moment I would fulfill myself, and I would just see my wife next to me, holding her hand, kissing her, and like, wow, isn't it beautiful? Look at all this beauty around us. And I would go to restaurants, nice fancy restaurants, on my own. People would think that I'm crazy, even friends as well. But when my desire would come to my mind, I would see my wife with me at the restaurant. I would see us cheers to endless bliss, bing, cheers, and I would tell her how beautiful she is. That's what I did for 3.5 months. And as I said, the more you do this, the more you embody, you just get embodied with your desire, and it's now becoming one with you. I felt like the blissfully married man, even though in the 3D I was still single. I felt like the blissfully married man. It was a freaking beautiful experience. And after 3.5 months, boom, my wife showed up. I manifested her. And the second date, I told her that you are my wife. And she thought I was crazy. I said, you are my wife. She didn't know manifestation at all. So I just shared with her, the basics of a manifestation, the nature of reality, consciousness, who we really are. And she was obviously open to receive it. She's like, whoa, 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 whoa. And but now listen to this. Everything that I did in my imagination, we are now doing. My wife and I, we go on walks on the beach. We look at the beautiful sunset. We go for hikes. We appreciate the nature. We go to our favorite restaurants. We cheers to endless bliss. Now, this is everything that I used to do when I was still single. But now check this out. Your imagination is the real reality. So whatever you experience in your imagination will reflect in the 3D, whether you like it or love it. That is a beautiful thing. So I just wanted to share with you guys this, absolutely powerful, to remind you that your imagination is the real reality. Not only that, but you are your imagination. Your imagination is your God self, because it creates. Whatever you accept in your imagination reflects in the 3D, whether you like it or love it. And if you're interested in once-off sessions with us, we now offer 30-minute sessions or 60-minute sessions. Having said that, keep smiling and enjoy your blissful day.